welcome to National Geographic. Here we find ourselves in Tsinayamako. It is home to a variety of very, very diverse species. Now, we find ourselves in a natural habitat of the electronical engineer. Now, this electronical engineer has not seen light in several days, so we must be very, very careful in opening the door. The electrical engineer is not known for its social activities. It is a very solitary species. Watch and be very, very quiet. They do not like loud noises and they do not like sudden movements. Now, watch them stare at the screens. Let me entranced by the screens. Now, as I approach them, we should be very, very quiet, very, very slow. Obviously, they haven't seen people in a very long time. This must be approached with the utmost dignity, lest I be raped on the spot. Look at the eyes. The eyes haven't seen light in days. They can't even look at me. This one's lying down. Watch the reaction of the electrical engineer as I open the window. This floor carries with it several subtypes. It is, after all, the perfect breeding ground for the electrical engineer. Now, we are about to enter the room of the Russians. Comparably to these electrical engineers, they are much, much more accustomed to the dark. Meaning that the moment that we enter the room, do not expect to be safe. Now, this particular subtype, I like to call them the gopniks or the Russians. This particular subtype, I like to call them Russians. They're very unruly and they're much more accustomed to the dark. Now, they're slightly more social, but do not mistake that for safeness. They are not safe. The moment you enter that room, God knows what's going to happen to you. Godspeed. Now, obviously they're listening to a particular form of music.
Вот это видишь? Вот это топ-тема.
As you can see, we are currently in mating season. They're currently sitting together. One is doing a mating dance, and the other one is screaming. Now, this one's very angry at me for being here. Obviously, I can understand a little bit of the dialect, but I'm not that big.
Да, блядь, полигоны! Суки!
One thing about these particular Russians is that they are very, very scared by one thing, and that is called the final test. Watch the Russians. Watch the Russians react to even hearing the word of a final test. Sir, you have a physics test. You have a physics test. I'm telling you. And now this particular Russian is of the subtype. Well, he's schizophrenic. What can I say? Such concludes our visit at National Geographic Electrical Engineer. Well, now that we're done with this particular level of the animal kingdom, we shall continue on to our next perilous adventure. Now, the realm of the sailors is one that is considered extremely dangerous. Not a single soul that values their sanity or their physical health goes here. However, for the sake of quality journalism, as you will always get here at the National Geographic, I shall sacrifice myself, inshallah. Gentlemen, we are entering a world of barbarians, world of savages, world of the Sera. Stay very quiet. Do not move an inch without me telling you to. In the name of journalism, this is what I put myself up to. After the accident, Jacob has lost his mind and now thinks he's Australian.
Now, I've been fucked in the ass, and that's, as a result, I cannot walk properly anymore. Now, we're going down to the floor of the engineers. Regular engineers, not the electrical engineers. Not the same thing. Now, for my own safety and my own sanity, I cannot show you what is behind these doors, but I promise you.
Count your blessings.
Сука, блядь, какого хуя? Блядь, Stop.
So, this particular subtype, the Russians, I like to call them. Now, the electrical engineer has two subtypes. This floor carries with it more secret. Now, the electrical engineer subtype. Sorry. Hello and welcome to the natural.